Hello all, welcome back to Trinity Software. This is Christabel Dana. In this video, we are going to see how to read and write into Excel file using Python. This can be done using Python package called OpenPyXL. Actually, few more packages are also available, but in this tutorial, we are going to concentrate only on OpenPyXL. First, you need to install this OpenPyXL in the command prompt using this statement pip install OpenPyXL. After installing OpenPyXL, now you can open your Python interactive mode and start importing OpenPyXL. So initially we are going to create a new workbook and write some data into a sheet of that workbook. So from OpenPyXL, let me import workbook. Okay. After importing, now let's create an instance for this workbook. WB equal to workbook. Okay, so this workbook is always created with at least one worksheet. So let's denote that worksheet using sh equal to wb.active. Okay, we have got the active worksheet in the variable sh. Now it is time to write to a cell in that particular worksheet. Okay, so the first cell will be A1. So sh of A1. I'm just going to give some data to it. Let me create a simple table which says about the literacy rate in a particular village. So it consists of 4 columns: serial number, type of education, the male count and female count. Okay. So in the cell A1, we are going to give serial number. Then in cell B1, let me give the type of education. In cell C1, the male count, and in cell D1, the female count. So we have written value into a particular cell using this statement. Okay, you can also change the title of the worksheet. By default, the title of the worksheet will be sheet 1. I can just change the name of the sheet using sh.title equal to, I'm just naming it as education. Now we need to save this workbook. Workbook.save. Let me save it in F:, the name literacy.xlsx. Okay, it is saved. Okay, let's open and see that now. Open. So in F:, the literacy worksheet is created just now. So let me open it. So the title of the worksheet is changed. It's education and it consists of 4 columns. Right, serial number, education, male and female. Okay, so we have written the heading for the table. Now we should add the data to the table, right? So the data can be added in the form of a tuple. So the first element of the tuple itself can be a tuple. I can just pass all the values for serial number, education, male and female. So the education type, let me give no degree. Some random values I'm going to pass for male count and female count. And for second category, secondary school, and for third category, the number of persons who have completed UG degree, and fourth category is PG. So we have just represented the 4 rows in data. Okay, how we can add this data to the worksheet? So to do that, this OpenPyXL provides an append method which is used to append the group of values. So we can append any type of value. These values will be appended at the bottom of the current working sheet. So it will be appended after this first row which contains serial number, education, male and female. So let me append it using the for loop for I in data. sh.append of I. Okay, so the data is appended now. We can save it again and then check in our Excel file. wb.save. I have saved it and I am closing the file also. This close function will simply close that workbook object. So after closing the file, you will not be able to access that until you open it again. Okay, let me open it here. So it's recently opened in the literacy. So all this data has been added. Fine. So in this way, you can write data to a single cell as well as to multiple cells. Now let's see how to read the contents of an already existing file. So we have this Python book. So this Python book, it consists of a table with 7 columns and 35 rows. The sheet name is sales data. Okay, we are going to read the contents of this table using Python. So we need to load that workbook. So let me import that from OpenPyExcel. Import load underscore workbook. Okay. Now we need to open that particular workbook, namely Python underscore book. It is present in F colon. So you can open it and save it in WB. WB is equal to load underscore workbook. You have to give the exact location F colon Python underscore book dot xlsx. Fine. Now we need to retrieve the active worksheet using wb.active. sh is equal to wb.active. Okay. Now let's read a single cell from that table. We can retrieve sh of cell A1. If we give sh of A1, this is going to just display the cell sales data, that is the sheet name sales data dot A1. If you need the value, you have to give sh of A1 dot value present in the cell A1. So here you can see the data present in A1 is order date. Similarly, if you want to retrieve data present in C7, you can just read that cell using sh of C7 dot value. So that name is red. Okay. In case if you want to read multiple cells using this statement, cells is equal to sh of, let us take from cell A1 till the last value G35. Okay. A1 colon G35. That is stored in cells. Now you can use a single for loop and retrieve the required values. Okay. For totally 7 columns are there. So let me mention C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7 in cells. Okay. Now in order to read all the values, I can just give C1 dot value, C2 dot value, C3 dot value till C7 dot value in print statement. Else, if you want to read only the specific columns, you can just mention that columns. Here I need to read only the specific columns, region, rep name, the item, and then the total. So it's going to be C2, C3, C4 and C7. So let me print that alone. So C2 dot value, C3 dot value, C4 dot value and C7 dot value. Okay, so this is in the form of a tuple. So we have got only 4 columns, region, rep, item and total, and it has retrieved all the 35 rows. Now in case if we need only certain rows, if we want only the first 10 rows maybe, so in that case you can use a nested for loop. Use the for loop for representing rows. For or in range 1 to 11 will retrieve the rows from 1 to 10. So, or if you need all the rows, you can just give sh dot max underscore row. So that will return total number of rows present in the sheet, and max underscore column will give you the total number of columns present in the sheet. Now let's read the multiple cells using for or in range starting from 1, 11. So this is going to return just 10 rows alone. Okay. And to represent the columns, I am giving for C in. We give the column name directly. That is, in this case, it is B, C, D and G. So that can be given in this way, B, C, D and G. Okay. Let me use a formatting here to retrieve the cell. Cell equal to dot format. Let me give C, comma R. So it will be B1, C1, D1, G1 till G11. So all these contents will be present in cell. To retrieve the values, you have to give sh of cell dot value. Okay, so let me give a separate print statement here. Print sh of cell dot value, and let me use an end parameter here to leave some space in between the values. Okay, fine. So after each and every row, a new line should be created. So let me use a print statement here. That's it. So it has returned totally 10 rows and just the 4 columns B, C, D, G alone. So in that way, you can choose rows as well as columns from a larger table and you can read the values. So that's it for this tutorial. In the upcoming tutorial, we can see how to apply formulas for the data in the Excel sheet using Python and also to create charts using Python. That's it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, kindly share and subscribe.